Hello and welcome to day one. So today we're going to start with setting our vision or redefining our vision or revisiting our vision, building on our vision. Anyway, today is all about vision. So in kind of pulling together the content for today, I went back to the old etymology to understand, what are the origins of this word vision. And it's pretty simple. It's a French word, vivere, which means view, and it makes so much sense. It's what we want to see in not the rearview mirror. Well, yeah, maybe if things pan out well and we look back on it, but it's the view. It's where we want to go, and we're doing this straight off the bat because it's all about starting what is at the beginning with the end in mind. You know what I'm trying to say here. So basically, if we want to end up in the right place, we want to have a bit of an idea where we want to go. We're getting in the car and we're like, where do we want to head to? We want to have an idea of what that looks like. And that's what this visioning process is. It's a really nice idea of what we would like the future to look like. What we would like the future to look like and what we would like the future to feel like as well. I suppose, let me tell a little bit of a story about my experience with vision and vision boarding. So initially I used to think of a vision as, it was more goal-oriented, and it was on the values that I'd inherited, and it was on a lot of symbols. So I wanted to get married, I wanted to have a kid, I wanted to live in a nice house, I wanted to have my best ever bikini body, I wanted to have some nice money, I wanted to really serve and give back. Not that superficial. I generally was a nice person. Like to think I'm a nice person, even though my goals sound really quite superficial. But it was all this external stuff. And then my vision board had all these symbols. And as I kind of progressed through life, I realized that those symbols were exactly that. They're symbols. They're representative of what I wanted to feel. So the ring was, I wanted to love and be loved, and I wanted self-love. Really, a lot of these things, what they meant, I wanted security. I wanted to feel like I was making a difference in the world. I wanted to feel like I was the best version of myself. I wanted to be inspired and engaged and lit up and secure and in community and connected. It was all the feelings that I really wanted to embody. So as I've moved along the journey of my life, my vision, although I'm going to give you a little vision statement, and that's what we're going to work on today, I would love you to also be thinking about, who do you want to embody? Who do you want to be? And what are the feelings that you want to feel in your life moving forward? So again, the vision, if we bring it down to quite pragmatic, let's look 3 to 5 years out. Some people, they might want to make it closer, some people further out. We're going to have a picture of what we want our life to look like. Look, when I realized my whole idea of a vision and vision boarding was fundamentally flawed, was a couple of years ago. I was with a girlfriend, and our lives had taken a bit of a turn for the worse before they'd gotten better. So, without going into too much of my life story and addiction, I'd ended up in a rehab in Bali. Where that had taken me is that I was with this dear, dear friend, soul sister, by the pool in this amazing villa in Bali on New Year's Eve. We were ecstatic dancing by the pool, and we were doing our intention setting. And we realized that if we had a few years ago said, I know exactly what I want my life to look like. I want it to look like this. I want to be that person in this house, in this place, doing this. We would never have imagined that beautiful moment, that beautiful experience where we were feeling connected and inspired and just so in love with life. We couldn't have imagined it. And look, when we do our vision, it's very much an individual self-will, discipline idea of where we want to be, which is wonderful, but the universe may not take us exactly where we want. So I think it's really important if we focus on how we want to show up and how we want to feel, and let the universe take us to where that is, because it might be beyond our wildest dreams, to use a cliche. It might be so much bigger and brighter, or just look completely different. I had a period in my life also where I was thinking, I don't have the fiance anymore, and I don't have what I wanted, because I had these perceptions. I was attached to this idea of what I wanted life to look like. And I just want to be really clear, and I suppose throw out a disclaimer when we're doing this vision process, that we want to have an idea of what we want our life to look like, but we don't want to get so attached to that we have these expectations that we're disappointed. So if we focus on the feelings, if we focus on being our best selves in making a difference and aren't too committed to exactly what that looks like. Like I even used to have a suburb in mind that I wanted to live in, which is okay because really it symbolized beachside happy living. And I suppose that's what I've got, but I don't want to be too attached to that house or that suburb or I'm going to be disappointed. Does that make sense? So we want to be setting a vision that is purposeful and meaningful, that is aligned to our values. We're going to be talking about that in more detail, but we don't want to be getting too attached to specifically what that looks like and then be disappointed. But for the sake of an exercise and get something done today, my vision was, from a work context, I'll give it to you that way. It's very easy. So I work with both individuals and businesses. With individuals, it is around helping individuals bring their unique gifts to the world in a meaningful way. For businesses, it's helping them drive their success to the happiness of their people. That's it. I was doing a Vipassana experience recently and I realized all those words, meaningful, gifts, business, success, you know, what I really want to do, I want to inspire in every single moment, maybe in this video, maybe with the person that I chatted to this morning when I gave them some fruit, you know, like I want to help and inspire people on their journey and throughout life. And that's what's really important and meaningful for me. And there's other words around that, how I want to do it, work in different contexts, the feelings that I want to embody, but we don't want to get too granular with this. We're going to do some goal setting. You just think about the view. Think about the view that you want of your life and bring it down to a few words or a few sentences, and that's going to be the really powerful exercise that we're going to do today. Let's have a look at the view and let's get excited about the view.